Hello and welcome to Clash of Clans, and this is a new venture for me, tablet gaming. The reason for that is that, for one pure reason, I had a back injury. And as such, I wasn't able to get on my computer to do my usual gaming. So therefore, I had to pick up the tablet and amuse myself because, let's be honest, it's only so much Jeremy Kyle you can put up with on television. And such like. So I got bored of that, so I wanted to do something to entertain myself. And fortunately for me, on the telly, just before I switched it off, came on the advert for Clash of Clans. So who says marketing doesn't work? It certainly worked in this instance, as I came on to play it. Now, what I would like to say is that to those that haven't played this before, this isn't how you start. This is a developed clan, village, whatever you want to call it. I'm actually up to level 7 with this clan, and I'm slowly but surely upgrading all the equipment that you can see on the green field. I've got a feeling this is very close to Boom Beach. I've never played that before, but it's close principles to that. Where basically what you do is you build up a village, you make it as strong as you can, because other people are going to attack and try and come and get your goodies. But let's be honest, you're going to do exactly the same to them. And I will show you somebody attacking my village in a bit. Now, the crux of this is that you need to collect resources to develop your village. What we've got up here on the right hand side is the 4 types of resources. You've got on the top right the yellow golden circle is gold, and at this moment, as you can see, I've got 430,000. Then you've got the kind of pinky purple, which is your elixir, which is at 931,000, and then below that you've got the black one, which is 12,241, which is dark elixir. You only get that when you get up to tier 7. Because you get the equipment to manufacture it. Again, I'll cover that in a minute. And then the last one is gems. Gems you can get in-game if you find a bush or a tree to remove, or you get a lucky well that can give you up to 25. But the normal way is, as you can see on the map, you'll see that I've got gold circles, which I'm now hitting, and they come up with figures. You've got mines, and they collect the materials for you. Or you go out and you attack somebody, you collect their materials off them. But again, that's all part of the game. Now, this is, as I say, a free-to-play game, and I have to say it's the first one I've felt is an actually free-to-play game. That's because I haven't actually felt the need to go and spend money on this game to actually develop up. And I could carry on developing up without spending any money. I will admit I have spent money on this game, and that is by buying some of these piles of gems. Because you need gems to build your builder's huts, and you need your builder huts to build your equipment. Now, I did it so I could get my 4th builder hut. I did have 3 at the time, but I wanted a 4th one, so I paid that little bit of money. And to be honest, it felt like all I was doing was paying for a couple of pints down the pub. So I felt it was a good enough deal, seeing the amount of time that I've actually spent in this game. But that said, I don't need to do that, and I do know people that play this game who haven't spent any money in the game, and are actually further on than I. It's just that it speeds it up a little bit, that's all. I haven't spent any further money on this game yet, but I'm sure I might in time. Because if you guys like it, then it's only just passing on to the developers to say thank you for all the time they've given me on this game. Now what we're going to do is I'm just going to show you a little bit more detail on what goes on here. Not a huge amount of detail, but I'm going to come into the layout editor because it allows me the opportunity to show you some, but not all, of the equipment. So here's the builder's huts. You do get them as you go, but you'll need gems to buy them. So as I say, I've got up to 4. And you'll just collect enough gems to get your first 3 by my time and then go on. I mean, I could have bought the 4th one now, but I wouldn't have the 1,000 something odd gems I've got just now. The T7 Hall. This is the Spartan Castle. You start off that as a rune in your basic game, and then you upgrade as you go. This is the Elixir Store, which stores the materials from the collectors. As you can see, I've got 2, level 9, level 10. You start off with level 1 and build yourself up. Gold mine 9, gold mine 10, then it fills up the gold stores for us. Each of these mines, by the way, do have their own storage capacity, but if you leave it for too long, they'll fill up and they will stop producing for you. Dark elixir drill, and a dark elixir store. So these are the materials that you need to upgrade all your other stuff. But not only upgrade your stuff, buy your troops, etc, etc. So let's go on to some of the defences that you get. Again, I'm going quite quickly here because I want to keep the episode relatively short. And we'll go into more detail as we go through if we make more of these videos, depending on whether you like them or not. what we've got here is Archer Tower level 5, because I've just got a new Archer Tower when I went up to TH7, and I'm slowly upgrading that. Then we've got level 7, which is the maximum I could have at Town Hall 6. And here we have the one that's just been upgraded, with TH7 where I'm at. This is my now maxed out at 8 until I go on to Town Hall 8, and then I can upgrade it again. Cannons, level 7, level 8, and these are mortars, I've got there level 2 and level 4. Now, Archer Towers can shoot ground and air units. Cannons can only shoot ground air units. Mortars can only shoot ground units but do a splash effect at a distance. If you scroll over here, we've got Teslas, which can hit anything really, and they pop up, so you don't actually see them. They're a surprise package. We've got bombs, a giant bomb, and there's a smaller bomb, which I haven't got at the moment. And then you've got air defense, which only shoots air defenses. And there's other things here, but I'm not going to show you them just yet, because we'll just keep rambling on about what's in the game. We've also got walls, which the ground minions have to break. You've got, like, for example, they're level 4, which I'm slowly upgrading because I've got more walls with Town Hall 7. This is a one that was developed up by the time I moved, before I moved on to TH7, which is level 6. And then this is the level of wall I can max out to with the Town Hall I've got, which is level 7. Hopefully I haven't lost you with all that. Hopefully it's not too quick. But again, if you've got any questions, just put them in the comments and I'll happily answer those. So let's just come out of there. And then you've got your troops that you can build. So I'm just going to click on this one, which will show me troops. There's a selection. You've got your Barbarian, which is the top left. It works its way through. Archer, Giant. I think that's Giant. Yeah, Giant. Hey. Goblin. Then you've got your Bomber, which is your Skeleton. Wall breakers. And then below that, you've got your Balloons, Wizards. Oops, I'm trying no one there. Don't want to be doing that. Wizards. You've got your Healers. And then Dragons. I'm up to Dragon with 1 base at the moment. And they all have a cost, so I'll just go quickly back in there. As you can see there, for the Barbarian, it's 80, but it goes up to 25,000 for a Dragon. Now keep that in mind, because what I'm going to do to wrap this off is I'm going to show an attack against me. This came from... Let's go to defense. This came from Ahirian. Hopefully I've said that right. I do apologise if I haven't. Ahirian decided to attack me. I did get a revenge attack on him, but... by the time I got to record this, I had actually been a little bit more aggressive, and yeah, I lost my revenge recording, so I can't show you that, unfortunately. So let's have a quick look at an attack against me, so it gives you a final principle of the game. As you can see, he's coming down below here with his troops, and he's attacking away there quite strongly as well. The vibrations that you're seeing on the screen are purely down to things exploding and blowing up. It's kind of giving that theatrical feel of explosions and such like. So if you just kind of watch that, he's actually supplied a whole lot of dragons. Now, fortunately for me in this attack, I had been attacked about a week ago by pure dragon force, and he or she just completely cleaned me out. If you have a look though, you'll see that the resources he's going for on this isn't all the resources I have on me. This is obviously a few hours ago. I think it's about 10 hours ago this attack came in. And it didn't go for all my resources because the game only gives a percentage of your resources you've got up for grabs. So therefore you don't lose everything in an attack. You don't get completely wiped out if somebody comes in and completely clears you out. And as you can see now, he's just down to the last few of his giants. So if you think about it, at the moment he's looking at 45,000 elixir. Now, he came at me with a whole load of dragons there. And if I was to tell you that each dragon is 25,000, in my opinion, this guy's had a success in the sense that he's done 50% of damage to my base, so he's won, and he's got trophies. Again, I'll just cover trophies in a second. But let's have a look at his loot. He's gained less than half of my gold that was up for grabs. He's gained just slightly less of the elixir, which to me looks like just 1 dragon and a few wizards. So I think financially he's lost there. But he has gained 221 dark elixir. So, seeing that you only get 1 or 2 elixir hour levels at that point, he's probably feeling quite happy about that. The only problem was when I went for revenge, I got over 20,000 gold off him, I got about 78,000 in elixir, and I got about 600 in dark elixir. But I think I only got about 6 trophies back. So I was on a negative trophy loss. But there we go. I wasn't too worried about that. So as you can see, there's a basic attack. Now, if you win or lose, it just covers you there in trophies. So let's just go in on the leagues. You've got different leagues. As you can see on the right-hand side there's different leagues: bronze, silver, and gold. I'm sitting at gold league 2 at the moment. And let me just see if I can find myself. There. At the moment, I'm at 41. This changes all the time. Now, my focus is not on trophies. The reason why I say that is my focus is on the resources, because I want resources to develop up my bases. So if you have a look at my attack logs, for example, here, you will see that the second one there is actually a negative trophy. I lost 30 trophies in that attack. However, I don't see it as a loss, because actually for the cost of what I threw at him, I gained 118 elixir, I gained 120 dark elixir, and I gained 152 gold for my defences. And then if I scroll down here a bit further, there's another minus 25, but look how much dark elixir I got, 874. So I don't look at trophies, I look at resources. That's how I play the game, and that's, if you follow along with me, you'll see me do that. Again, I'm all happy. Oh, we've had Buffy left the game, left the clan. Happens, unfortunately. People come and go out of the clan, as always. So yeah, there we go. A quick, brief overview of the game. We'll go into more detail as we go, and I hope you enjoyed it. If you do, please leave a like. Oh, and just to say on the way that I've done the format here, I'm trying out some formats here. The way that the videos records is the aspect ratio that you see on your screen. If I keep it as it is, it doesn't stretch it or distort it. I've tried all variants on this. And if you look at other Clash of Clans videos, you will see that it's the same kind of format. I have put a dark screen on the left-hand side with some information and stuff on it. If you like it or not, let me know, because I'm up for developing this, and your input will help me do that. But in the meantime, I am going to finish off by saying, until next time, boys, girls, ladies and gentlemen, aliens and other life forms, until next time, stay safe.